Application hosting in the public cloud is fast, automated, and scalable. To keep up, security and compliance operations must also be fast, automated, and scalable. Fidelis Cloud Passage Halo is a unified cloud security platform that automates cloud security controls and compliance in any public, private, hybrid, or multi-cloud environment. Halo's extensive automation capabilities streamline and accelerate workflows between InfoSec and DevOps. Included in the 3 Halo services is Halo Cloud Secure. Cloud Secure is an agentless cloud security posture management service, also known as CSPM, that secures IaaS, PaaS, and serverless functions across Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform. This video demonstrates how easily Cloud Secure can assess the security and compliance posture of an AWS account and the assets it contains. While this video uses AWS as an example, Cloud Secure is just as easy to configure and run from Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform. Let's get started. We will go through 3 steps to establish CSPM for an AWS account in Halo Cloud. First, we will connect an AWS account to Cloud Secure. Second, we will run a Cloud Secure assessment of the connected account. Third, we will review the account security and compliance posture. First, we start by telling Cloud Secure that we want to add an account and specify we're adding an AWS account. Cloud Secure provides step-by-step setup instructions to make the process quick and easy. The only things we need are access to the AWS account and the ability to create identity and access management, or IAM, policies and roles in the account. To complete this step, we will start by logging into our AWS account and going to the IAM console. Next, we create a new policy to define Cloud Secure's access and grant read-only permissions to the account and its assets. Cloud Secure provides us JSON code to cut and paste into the new policy so that it can inventory our cloud assets and perform the security evaluation. Here, we can review the permissions in the policy. We will give the policy a descriptive name. The name can be anything, and it should follow your company's defined naming conventions. And then, we'll create a role. This role will use the new policy to define what Cloud Secure is able to do. Now we define which trusted entity can use this role. We'll choose the Another AWS Account option, because Cloud Secure will perform its agentless assessment from Halo's AWS infrastructure using native AWS API connectors. Next, we'll enter the account ID for Halo's AWS infrastructure provided in the setup instructions. And we'll select the Require External ID option, since Cloud Secure follows security best practices. And we'll copy and paste the ID provided in the setup instructions. We'll search for and select the policy that we just added. Give the role a meaningful name and create the role. Next, we need to find the Amazon resource name for our role. Copy the ARN and paste it into the Cloud Secure setup screen. We have the option to receive SNS notifications when Cloud Secure finds problems that require a response, which can be selected at this point. You can always go back in and change this setting with your Halo Cloud Administrator account after setup is complete. Once we click the Add AWS Account button, it will automatically start an initial security and compliance assessment. See how easy that was? That brings us to step 2, running a scan. Cloud Secure automatically analyzes our AWS account upon initial connection, which takes less than 90 seconds for most cloud accounts. Automated scans run at predetermined and configurable intervals thereafter, and you can run an ad hoc scan at any time without disrupting your configured scan frequency. Cloud Secure leverages cloud-native APIs to find all the assets in the account, obtain details on how the assets are configured, evaluate those configurations, identify any violations of best practice security policies and non-compliance with regulatory standards, and create a dashboard for us to review findings. And that leads us to step 3. We're ready to review the newly connected AWS account security posture. Let's go to the dashboard on the Halo Cloud portal. From the IaaS resources screen, we see the assets in our account listed by type, including instances, S3 buckets, and users. The colors show the degree to which assets are passing or failing security and compliance policies. Green indicates that best practices and security policies were followed. Yellow indicates that there are non-critical issues we might want to address. Red indicates critical failures that we should address first. So let's look at our critical failures. They are listed by policy rule, and we will drill into a specific rule. In this case, we see that multi-factor authentication is not enabled for several users. On the left, Cloud Secure gives us a description of the rule, the rationale behind why it matters, how to manually verify the problem, and most importantly, how to fix it. We can also search the asset inventory. For example, we can find all assets that are part of the production environment. We can also see the instances, RDS instances, and S3 buckets that make up the application. Any new asset that gets added or deployed to this AWS account will automatically display. We can see detailed information on the individual assets. For this S3 bucket, we can view all the metadata and JSON information. Drilling into the critical issues for this S3 bucket, we see several problems, including the lack of encryption for data at rest, access not being logged, and the biggest issue is that this bucket is publicly accessible to anyone. As it did for our MFA issue before, Cloud Secure gives us a description of the rule, the rationale behind why it matters, how to manually verify the problem, and most importantly, how to fix it. That's how quickly you can get Cloud Secure to continuously assess the security and compliance posture of your AWS environment. We welcome you to explore our website to learn more about the unified security automation capabilities of the Halo platform. Request a demo of Halo Server Secure or Container Secure. As always, don't hesitate to contact us if you would like to discuss your specific requirements.